hi guys, I'm Akshata and તારું નામ શું છે?
माझं नाव Nicolan आहे and Komotita Ford.
My name is Velika. मैं Velika हूँ.
I asked you in French.
You asked in French. She asked you in Gujarati. You answered in Marathi.
Okay, let's continue. So yeah, guys, this is our introduction.
Okay, so that were your names. Could you give us a little more information about yourselves?
So I have studied in Bangalore in a university called Christ University, and I just finished studying in my triple major degree, which was music, psychology, and English. What about you?
I'm studying in NMMS at Mumbai and I'm pursuing psychology bachelor's. What about you?
I'm studying in Karunya University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, and I'm doing a BA degree in Criminology.
Okay. So we're gathered here to talk about something very personal. Since we've all interned at Crimeophobia under our mentor Snehil Dhall, what do you think? Have you observed any changes in yourself? Any personal changes that you would like to share with us? Both of you.
Do you like it?
Sure. So I've been interning here for almost a month. On 17th it will be a month. And I started off with being very reserved and quiet, introverted and scared, in a shell, hidden. But so this directly put me on the job, this directly made me start working, talking to people, communicating with people. And yeah, that's the biggest change that I've seen in myself, which is communication. I can communicate way better now. I'm much more confident in just putting myself out there, not just being reserved. I've also gotten much more emotionally stable and also stable in my thoughts. It's not just all over the place, overthinking. But yeah, it moves kind of in a straight direction. And yeah, those are some of the major changes and some that I can think of right now. And hopefully I will change for the better.
So for me, it's just been 3 days since I've started working at Crimeophobia, and I have noticed changes in terms of my mindset and the way I think about myself. Especially before coming here, I always thought, okay, I need to do this. I think this is what I want to do, and these are where my interests lie. But then, especially after coming here, I have realized that just because I am interested in something doesn't mean I am good at that. And I've discovered that I'm good at something that I never really thought of. Also, the fact that I had those very limiting mindsets about myself that I haven't achieved a lot. After coming here, our mentor, he made me realize that I have achieved quite a lot, and that really made me think about a lot of things that I've done in the past 3 years, ever since I've left Mumbai and started studying in Bangalore, that I have achieved a lot of things that people normally wouldn't, like especially people my age wouldn't, like from what I have achieved. And so I think that is one thing that I realize I have seen myself change in these past 3 days. What about you?
So for me, I feel like I've always been the kind of person who gets the thing done in one go. But sir is obviously not satisfied when you do things once. So I've learned to give it more time and to become better and to start thinking more deeply, more I think personalized thinking. I've learned a lot, and I've started thinking about myself and my interests first and applying them in every aspect of whatever I do. So that's one thing I've learned. And this thing has helped me in other areas of my life as well. Like I've become more, I think, empathetic towards other people's feelings. I try to understand them better now that I've understood myself better and everything like that. So has that happened with you? Like whatever you've learned, however you've changed, has it helped you sort of become more adapted to the world outside?
Like I said, one major aspect is emotional stability. So I don't just get carried away with everything people are saying anymore. Like if I receive any criticism now, I know for a fact that like sir has made me realize that you are not bad, right? You are, there is something in you and you will do really great someday. So by people saying just random stuff to you that you're not good, you just can't let that take you down. You have to either take it as constructive criticism or just throw it out of your head. There's no point in falling down with it. So yeah, that's the major thing that I have felt with the real world.
For me, I have realized that I am not as confident as I show, or rather, how do I put it? I believe that sir has made me realize that there's a lot of potential in me, but I'm not fully expressing that and fully letting it out in the world when I should, because of course that is what I am, that is what my nature is. So I think that is one thing that has made me realize in how I'm supposed to deal with other people, and also how I should relate with others around me. And what have you noticed?
Yeah, just that I've been, started understanding other people more. I've started exploring even my horizons and my interests even more. So, do you think that this belief that he's shown in us and whatever he's pushed us to do, it's kind of help you rehabilitate into the world? Is that the word you would use? All these changes you've seen in yourself, is that, would you say that you've been rehabilitated?
Like, if you were to define rehabilitation, how would you?
Rehabilitation is basically just you coming back into the world and continuing on with your normal life, like whatever activities you were doing before that, continuing on being a better person in the new world.
So I'll just speak one line for all three of us, where I think in some or the other way we've all felt out of place with her and her stereotypes and you and me. And like for me personally, a woman taking criminology as a degree has always been like put off to a lot of people. They're like, look at you, you're small in size and you speak so softly, how you want to take care of criminals and stuff like that. So again, that's like not normal apparently, which I came here and I feel at home. I feel this is normal, and sir has made me realize that you are normal. This people don't let people define your normal. This is normal, and it is fine for you to be where you are. It is perfectly fine for you to like such things and find it interesting and put all of your effort into it. So yes, I do feel part of society. I do feel wanted, and that my skills and my interests are something that is considered normal and not just she's a woman into crime. That's weird. It's not weird at all. It's normal.
For me, I don't know if I can call it rehabilitation, to be honest, but it's more of the fact that when I left from Mumbai to go to Bangalore, a lot of my family members criticized my parents more than me. Like, of course, they wouldn't tell me because I'm a child, so I don't know. I'm thinking just because I want to run away from home, which was not the case. My parents also didn't want to prove to others about me because they know why I am going outside. So that was one sort of stereotype, I guess. Like, I'm the only girl in my family who has left the home. Like, everyone else, all my cousins and everyone is here. But I'm the first one to leave home, and my parents allowed me to leave home at such a young age. So that was one thing that sir made me realize that, okay, I have achieved that by not caring about what my extended family thinks and just taking that step forward. And also cutting my hair. Many of my family members and other relatives criticized my parents, like, how you letting her go, like, get a boycott sort.
Yeah.
So that also was a big blow. Actually, I didn't really get a boycott. I went bald in 2019. I just shaved my head because I was really frustrated, and not frustration, just that I was fed up with my hair also. So then my parents were like, fine, as long as you know what you're doing and you're okay to handle the criticism. And I've realized that, like, sir has also made me realize that short hair is, even though I'm a woman, doesn't mean I need to have long hair. So that was another sort of rehabilitation, I guess you can call it.
So all of you talked about feeling as if you were not a part of a community, right? Now that you've realized that community, now that you've gained that acceptance from community, do you think that community is important for rehabilitation? Their acceptance, their support, whatever it is, do you think that it's important for rehabilitation?
See, in my opinion, there can be two sides to this. So sometimes, like the way that I function, like Sir has mentioned, is until you push me down, I'm not gonna come back up. But on the other side, there are people who want validation from community, want validation from their peers, which is only when they will be motivated enough to go ahead. So whether it's being pushed down entirely so you spring back up or getting validation, I think community is very necessary because in the end we all want to be validated about things that we like and things that we can do. And I like singing. I'm not a professional singer, but I know I can sing well. But until someone tells me that this certain song of yours is sounding good, I will not have the satisfaction that it sounds good, even though maybe I put in like 100% of my effort into it. So yeah, I think it does play a major role.
For me, community I think is very necessary. I feel like my personal belief and what I think about myself and of others as well is like we're all born for community. Like we're not supposed to live like alone. We're not like what do you say? Isolated creatures. We are born into community.
Man is a social animal.
Man is a social animal, exactly. So we've learned that in psychology, sociology, everywhere. So I believe that community is very important because it's not only for feeling validated, but also you can. There's a lot of growth that happens with other people. It's just not yourself. Because when you look at, I realize when I look at myself, and I look at it from this angle. But then if I talk to other people, they are looking at it from different angles, and they can help me grow, and I can help them grow, and vice versa. So it's in the end, I feel like community is very important in rehabilitation because one, validation as she mentioned, and also second that we need to, like you get different perceptions and the need to belong. We all feel the need to belong somewhere, and like as we said, we need to belong in our society. So that also helps us feel that belongingness feeling comes in with that. So
I feel like also understanding of the individual person by the community is also important. Like if the community is just shunning them and just not regarding them as a part of the community, there's no way that growth can happen. There's no way the acceptance or validation can happen. So I feel like that is on the part of the community too, and even us, for us to bring that awareness to the community. Like it's not their job to get educated, but obviously. So I feel like understanding the other person is also important, and as well as the community. Being in the community itself will push you to do things that you might not have done, right?
correct.
Thank you for being here. This was a very
Thank you.
fun
It's a very
discussion.
fun
Yes,
discussion
very
and
fun.
also fruitful, I guess.
Do you have any last thoughts?
Uh,
If you don't, it's fine.
I think what all that we have mentioned from rehabilitation and community, the need for community, I think that's very important. We need to, spread more awareness or tell more people about talk about more about like I knew what rehabilitation meant, but until you told me about the term, I was not very clear about it. So we need more people to understand what rehabilitation actually is, and also how important community is, along with acceptance, like understanding people. Just because we belong to a community doesn't mean that we all have to think alike, or we have to think the same or have the same kind of beliefs. So that is also very important, and we need to, I guess, spread that or share that. So that's it.
And yeah, like you said, change. People should be given a chance to change.
Yeah.
Because rehabilitation is about change, right? So even when it comes to
Believing in that other person.
believing in the other person, that they actually have changed, and giving them another chance to reintegrate into society. I think that's really important.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.